Right, so welcome back, and back to you, Dr. Osama. We said that we'll be shifting to the statements that were given today by the Prime Minister before the new Parliament in order to show the efforts of the government from 2018 till 2020, all the time he was assigned as the Prime Minister with the new government. So, discussing the situation, the Prime Minister said several important issues and spoke about different important files. How did you read the statements of the Prime Minister with the efforts that were made during the past 2 years?
The Prime Minister, he is talking about the accomplishment had been done through this couple of years. One of them is the coronavirus year, so it was a very big challenge for everybody. But actually, in fact, the energy and electric and power sides, we have a very good successful done by the Minister Mohammed Sheikh. And same time they did a lot of efforts in infrastructure, trying to get in and to invite more investors to Egypt, to find more jobs for people. The challenges right now is very high. To be honest with the Egyptian people and with the government, they did a great job and they did their best, but actually it was also a hard time for the Egyptian society to live together and support the government by their loyalty for Egypt to afford all of the stress and hard time for all of them. Actually, the government also, the social solidarity, they did a very good job in trying to help people. And more, the Egyptians trust the president, but they need more for a better life in Egypt. We have very good security till now, and Egypt still solid fronting the terrorism happening around and sometimes in Egypt, and they did, I think today or yesterday early, a terrorism action in Arish. So we are still under a war. So in this time, I have to appreciate every effort they can do for Egypt and for the Egyptians. All of this is highly appreciated, and while looking for a better and a more achievements and more practicing will be better for the Egyptians.
Right, I guess, yes, definitely. But here we are just discussing the performance of the government during just the past 2 years. But yes, Dr. Ehab al-Kharrat, former parliamentarian, good evening to you, sir. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, do you hear me?
Yes?
Yes, good evening to you, sir.
Hello?
Hello. Dr. Ehab al-Kharrat.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you hear me.
I cannot hear you clearly.
I can hear you, so if you please, we're on air, so we're speaking in English.
The connection.
Right. So we're speaking today about the appearance of the Prime Minister before the new Parliament, discussing the performance of the government during the period from 2018 till 2020. And he gave some figures. From your point of view, how do you view the performance of the government during the past 2 years, and particularly during the year of the pandemic?
Yeah. Well, there are some very positive aspects in terms of sustaining growth, and in the face of all expectations that there will be some deflation or at least stunting of the growth of the economy. But actually the government has managed to sustain growth in these difficult times. However, on the other aspect, the gap between the poor and the rich is not well addressed. Although there is a very good achievement in terms of the HCV treatment and the massive treatment, and this was an accomplishment for the Ministry of Health in cooperation with the WHO. However, still the COVID situation, we didn't get enough explanation and exposition about what was received as shortcomings, particularly, for example, the last crisis about the oxygen supply to hospitals. So, yes, the government did achieve some things, but not without flaws.
Yes, I understand that definitely the first appearance of the Prime Minister did not cover all aspects, since we're speaking about two appearances to some of the ministers that will follow up tomorrow. I guess that would cover the questions that you have raised today. When we are, but here the Prime Minister spoke about general figures, because the Prime Minister is or was covering the prime aspects or the prime files in which he held. Definitely, tomorrow there will be other appearances for several ministries. I guess including the Minister of Health. And yes, if we're speaking about the agencies, the world agencies, and how they have put their reports to the performance of the state, how do you read the world agencies' reports towards the performance or the economy status?
Sorry, I cannot hear you clearly. Agencies, you say, ma'am?
You can't hear. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, I guess there is something technical. I guess there is something technical in... Right. Back to you, Dr. Ahmed Osama. And the director here is telling me that we're finished, but how do you view finally, or what should we be expecting at this upcoming stage from a new government?
We are expecting
briefly
the best, and the responsibility for all Egyptian leaders, ministers, people, everyone will carry the responsibility. They must know that we have a big challenges. We have to work for Egypt. We have to sacrifice ourselves to serve our country against the challenges of the pandemic, the economic, the dangers of other countries around us, and the insecurity. So we have, and the economics and socio-economic developments, education, a lot of the culture. The culture is very important in this time too. So
still,
a lot of things Egyptian is really deserve to feel responsible, and to all of us
to feel the performance more. Yes, Dr. Ahmed Osama, member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs, we thank you so much for being with us tonight. Thank you so much. And dear viewers, many thanks for watching. Tomorrow will be another important and crucial debate with another colleague. Good night.